What's cooking, good looking? Yep. So, we're back. Kind of rendered this ladder here useless, but, I went with the glass all the way across. And I know that makes these drips come through, which honestly is a little bit of an annoyance. I don't know that I like that so much. But to have axolotls hanging out, chilling up above is pretty cool. And the place turned out great. I don't think I've done anything off camera to the place other than the roof. Let's check it out from outside in the daylight. Maybe I added these right here on each side. Thought I could use those. That's a poor angle of that one, but you get kind of over in this general area. It does help out. That's a pretty good looking dome. Pretty good. Now, there is a block missing back here. You can see this is how I got access. Now, what is that? What did I do? Oh. Alright. I came back here and started filling in water. Of which I still have buckets. So what I'll probably do is I really don't want this flowing water. I'd rather have it standing still, but I think that's going to be a project. I may give that a try here today. Some of you might actually like this water flowing like this, but I think I was looking for something a little more still. And honestly, I was probably looking to fill this whole thing up, but I realistically don't think that I'll do that. I just don't even know how to go about doing that in my brain. So, but I am also interested in integrating a little more glass and some tinted glass since we're doing the 117 stuff. I'd like to get over here and find, well, I'm pointing over here. I think the slime farm is over there. I'm going to find the four corners of the slime farm, and we may, depending on where it's at, if it's out here, we may dig that whole thing out and cover it with tinted glass so we could walk over it and look down into it. Maybe something that's pretty cool. And I think we may integrate some more sphere type shapes into this base. So more to follow on that. But before we get too far along, I want to cut here, and I want to give you guys, since you didn't watch me build this, I want to give you kind of my secret weapon to getting this sphere laid out correctly on top. So as you can see, we're over here in PLOTZ. I guess that's how you may say that. PLOTZ. PLOTZ.co.uk. I know this may be very familiar for many of you, but some of you may not be too familiar. But how I ended up creating a dome is by using this website and clicking on the sphere, far left, and up pops this. It says you can click this to close, so I will do so. And this is basically a 32 by 32 or 32 wide sphere, diameter, maybe sphere. And what I ended up doing was I found, kind of worked backwards to find a sphere that fit what I was doing. And I ended up finding that at 15. Now, as you can see, the actual roundness appearance of the shape is better kind of the further up you get, but this is just happened to be the size I was after. Okay, so here's what, watch that again as I go up. So we're getting wider, larger. All right. No, it doesn't necessarily seem like that on the screen. but you can tell by the blocks getting smaller. So as we get closer and closer, right? And I believe you can even take this and drag it too. Wow, it looks pretty round. 110. But you know, so realistically, for me, I think about 21, 22, somewhere in there, depending on if you want it odd or even, is probably about where it starts to get realistically 22. Let's say 22, 23. I'll go with 22, 23. You know, even 23, 24. Yeah, 22, 23. I like. Depending on you want odd or even. So, and what I mean by that, let's go down to the 15. So the reason why my shape is odd in particular, you use is for my door, okay? So you use this side piece, side scroll bar to go down in levels. So that's the last or the topmost level, and you click this to go down to see what blocks you would need to create that. So about right here is where my shape started on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so it's an odd number here, which allows me to have one single door here, which is what I wanted for this particular build. And so from there, you know, I had the layout. So I came into PLOTZ, and I went to the next level, which basically just means, hey, coming in one from this position, just jump inward. One, okay, and increase. So it jumps in again, but also adds one laterally, okay, to that, and then fills in here. So relatively simple. This is a really good tool to try to make a complete sphere, which maybe we should try to do at around that level that I mentioned. Anything in these mid 20s is pretty cool. Around 23, doesn't look too bad. So maybe we try to incorporate some more over at our desert base. Not sure, but I just really wanted to show you guys this site right here, in case you need it to create your own spheres. Okay. All right. We are back, and let's see. I don't know. Good thing we got this water supply over here. I knew that would come in handy. Let's try to see what it's like to fill this thing up. And I have to actually use a block. I'm scared of this thing's getting away. So I think I read or heard somewhere that 2 blocks high keeps them in. So what I've done so far is the 3 middle blocks on each side. I've put water up against there. I don't know any kind of best way to deal with doing this. So what I am going to try, though, if this guy will get out of the way, I am going to try to make an infinite water source right up in here and see if that can... I'd really like to make it in the middle, but I don't know that he's going to go for that. I don't know that I myself... Oh, look at him, look at him. I'm up for doing it that way. Let's take that one out. I don't know if you can make an infinite water source with him in there or not. We'll find out. You're getting to see it here. Getting to see it here, folks. Seems to work. All right, now let's get to work. So realistically, guys, wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad at all. Kind of crazy. I don't know if I should try to go on up and do some more levels or not. For right now, I think I'm going to leave it as is. And just kind of go from there. This is the only thing. I don't think I was doing that. I think I was actually doing this. And just replacing that. And I'll put a couple of them back in here when I get some of those guys bred. But I think that's going to work, guys. I really do. So let's come up with a plan to integrate a few more builds, because I did say base, right? I didn't say one single build. So we're going to have to come maybe over here. Where were we at? What if we just did it this way? What if we built one on this edge, on that edge, and then we fill in around through here? I think that might be good. So, what kind of shape? What about a square tower here? We have to figure that out. All right. Well, I'll get to work on coming up with a design for that.